What happens when a child just won't listen? Every teaching assistant has been there. You ask a child to do something, put their pencil down, stop talking, start their work, and they just don't. Maybe they ignore you completely. Maybe they look you straight in the eye and do the opposite. In that moment, you might feel frustrated. Why won't they just do as they're told? Powerless. I'm not the teacher. Do I even have the authority to deal with this? Uncertain. Should I be stricter? Should I tell them off? These feelings are completely normal, but here's the big question. Should a TA tell off a child? And even more importantly, does telling off actually work? Hello there, fabulous TAs. I'm Lauren Reesner. I was a TA one-to-one and HLTA for 20 years. I even did 6 weeks of teacher training, but I absolutely hated it. And now I create videos that answer all your TA questions. So if you want to learn more about being a TA, grow in confidence, cope with interviews, and all manner of TA related stuff, start right now by subscribing to my channel. You may wonder at times where you stand when it comes to discipline. You might not feel confident about your authority, or you might feel pressured to be firm because you've seen teachers and other TAs do it. But here's the thing, instead of seeing behaviour as something that needs to be punished, what if we saw it as something that needs to be understood? And, I can see some of you rolling your eyes, and we all know that there are times when you just have to dish out some tough love. But there are also many, many more times where some understanding will improve the situation. So bear with me. Let's just go through the video and see how you feel at the end of it. Children don't misbehave for no reason. Their behaviour is their way of communicating something. Frustration, boredom, anxiety, lack of understanding. Instead of reacting with punishment, we need to respond with curiosity and support. So today we're looking at 5 different ways to see defiant behaviour that will help you reframe your response and deal with it more effectively. 1. The overwhelmed child. Not naughty, just overloaded. So what's the behaviour? Well, this child refuses to start their work. They sit frozen or get angry when pushed. What's really happening? They might be overwhelmed by the task, struggling with instructions, or feeling anxious about getting it wrong. Why telling off won't work? It adds more pressure and makes the work seem even scarier. They shut down even more. So what should you do instead? Break the task into smaller, manageable steps. Offer reassurance. Let's do the first one together. Give them a minute to breathe rather than pushing immediately. 2. The attention-seeking child. Not disruptive, just wanting connection. And the behaviour, well, is constantly interrupting, making silly noises, getting out of their seat. What's really happening? They are craving attention. Maybe they feel invisible or not valued in the classroom. Why telling them off won't work? It gives them attention in a negative way and reinforces the behaviour. So, if I keep doing this, I just get more attention, but that's not the attention that you actually want them to have. So what to do instead? Give them positive attention before they demand it. Greet them warmly, notice their efforts. Use non-verbal signals to show you see them, so eye contact, a thumbs up, and give them small helping jobs to make them feel valued. 3. The angry child. Not rude, just struggling with emotions. The behaviour. So this child will answer back, snap at you, glare when asked to do something. What's really happening? They might be feeling frustrated, embarrassed, or upset about something completely unrelated to you. So something might have happened at home, out in the playground, just a second ago in the classroom. Why telling them off won't work. It escalates the situation and makes them feel even more out of control. So what should you do instead? Stay calm and don't take it personally. Acknowledge their emotion. I can see you're really frustrated right now. Give them space and return to the conversation later when they're ready. 4. The daydreaming child. Not lazy, just distracted or struggling to engage. The behaviour. Staring out of the window, doodling, playing with their shoelaces, Velcro, instead of working. What's really happening? They may not understand the work. They may be mentally exhausted or have difficulties with attention. Why telling them off won't work? It doesn't address the root cause. They're not being lazy on purpose. They're not being lazy at all. What to do instead? Check in with them. Are you feeling stuck on this? Use movement breaks or hands on learning to help re engage them. Pair them with a buddy who can help refocus their attention. 5. The rule breaking child. Not defiant, just testing the boundaries. And the behaviour with this child is that they're pushing the limits, refusing to sit in the right place, using their own rules in activities, and challenging authority. What's really happening? They are figuring out where the boundaries are and whether they will be enforced fairly. Why telling them off won't work? It might feel like a power struggle, which makes them even more determined to win. So, what should you do instead? Stay firm, fair, and consistent. Let them know the expectation without turning it into a battle. Offer choices. You can sit here or here. Which one will you choose? Reinforce positive behaviour when they do follow expectations. So we've looked at 5 types of defiant behaviour and reframed them as signs that a child is struggling, not just being naughty. So instead of telling them off, you can break tasks into smaller steps to support overwhelmed children. Give positive attention first to prevent attention-seeking disruptions. Stay calm and acknowledge emotions when children are angry. Check for understanding and offer engaging strategies for distracted children. Use firm but fair boundaries to help rule testing students feel safe. And did you know that research shows that children who are consistently disciplined with understanding and support rather than punishment develop better emotional regulation, stronger problem solving skills, and improved behaviour over time? So, if you're not applying these strategies already, try them. Next time a child is misbehaving, ask yourself this question first. What is this behaviour trying to tell me? This simple question shifts the focus from reacting to understanding. Instead of seeing the child as misbehaving, it encourages you to think about: are they overwhelmed, confused, or anxious? Are they seeking attention or connection? Are they struggling with an unmet need, hunger, tiredness, sensory overload? Do they feel powerless and are testing boundaries to feel in control? By pausing and reframing the situation, you give yourself a moment to respond with curiosity and support rather than frustration. And in many cases, a calm and understanding response will de-escalate the situation far more effectively than getting cross. So I hope this video has helped you to see that you don't have to be the disciplinarian. Thinking about what a child's behaviour is telling you about that child in the current moment will get to the centre of the issue rather than sweeping it under the carpet with an immediate sanction, leaving it to re-emerge on another day. There is a free PDF that accompanies this video and it contains everything that this video contains. If you want it, just put free PDF please in the comments section below. And if you'd like more great info, watch the video that's just popped up on your screen now.